could get a dollar for every person that's called me a liar in the past 5 years. I wouldn't be financing. I'm buying my satellite next week.
All right, y'all. Just when we thought the drama with Diddy couldn't get any messier, especially after the whole meltdown saga, here's the latest tea. He's refusing to leave his jail cell. Yes, you heard that right. The music mogul turned inmate is reportedly stalling legal proceedings by straight up refusing to step out and accept a stack of lawsuits waiting for him. According to attorney Tony Buzbee's co-counsel Antigone Curis, Diddy's little jailhouse protest has thrown a wrench into not one, but two major cases. This refusal has gotten so bad that Curis had to file a letter begging the court to push back important conferences originally set for January 10th to February. Why? Because they can't even serve the man his papers. Now keep in mind, this isn't just about these civil lawsuits. Diddy's also got a criminal trial looming in May 2025 where he's facing some very serious charges that could get him locked away for 15 to 20 years minimum. With multiple lawsuits piling up and a federal court date already locked in, you've got to wonder, is this all part of some master plan, or is the pressure finally starting to crack him? Stick around because we're just getting started unraveling this tangled mess. Now let's get into the lawsuits Diddy's been dodging, and trust me, the details are as wild as they are disturbing. First up, we've got Philip Pines, a former assistant who's hit Diddy with some serious accusations. Pines is suing for misconduct and what he calls a toxic work environment that spiraled out of control between 2019 and 2021. And y'all, the tea doesn't stop there. According to court documents, Pines claims that his job included prepping for what Diddy allegedly called Wild King Nights. Well, that's a new one. For context, just imagine hotel rooms stocked with baby oil, certain enhancement products, and even devices you'd never expect to see at a party. Pine says these nights went on for days, and guess who had to clean up the aftermath? From discarded party supplies to personal remnants, this man says he saw it all. But here's where it gets even darker. Pines alleges that Diddy once coerced him into an intimate situation with a woman while he stood by and watched. If that wasn't enough, another jaw-dropping claim involves Diddy allegedly dangling a woman over a 17th floor balcony. Yes, you heard that right, a balcony. Of course, Diddy's legal team is coming in hot with their denials. They've called these allegations baseless, saying no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it doesn't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never engaged in any non-consensual acts. They're standing firm, insisting he'll clear his name in court. But let's be real, can one person fend off this many lawsuits without some skeletons tumbling out of the closet? What do y'all think? Is this just the beginning of a bigger unraveling? Alright, now that we spilled the tea on the lawsuits, let's step inside the Metropolitan Detention Center and get a sense of what Diddy's life behind bars actually looks like. Spoiler alert, it's a far cry from his luxurious penthouses and private jets, but I'm sure you already knew that. Remember that holiday meltdown we all couldn't stop talking about? Reports of him breaking down during the festive season had us all wondering if Diddy's larger-than-life persona was finally cracking under pressure. But here's the latest twist. Since that incident, sources claim he's retreated even further into isolation, refusing to leave his cell for days at a time. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some insiders speculate that his refusal to step out could be rooted in fear. Let's face it, the MDC isn't exactly full of adoring fans or loyal staff. Others, though, think it's a power move, an attempt to control his environment while the walls of these lawsuits and criminal charges close in. And then, of course, there's the growing chatter that this might just be another legal delay tactic. I mean, let's be real, staying locked up in your cell doesn't exactly scream cooperation. But here's the curveball. Despite all this, reports from inside suggest Diddy's been turning to meditation and yoga to center himself and cope with the less than glamorous conditions. Yes, meditation and yoga. Can you imagine Diddy sitting cross-legged on the floor trying to find his inner peace while lawsuits pile up faster than New York snow in December? On the flip side, there are whispers that he's still putting on a front of strength, walking the tightrope between vulnerability and bravado. One source even claimed he's keeping his head up like he's untouchable. But is this the same man we heard about just a few weeks ago, reportedly crying in his cell during the holidays? So what's the truth? Is Diddy quietly falling apart, or is he playing the long game, biding his time while preparing to counter the avalanche of allegations against him? One thing's for sure, this saga is far from over, and we're just getting started with the juicy details. If you thought the lawsuits and jail cell rumors were wild, Wait until you hear what Jaguar Wright has been saying. Known for her no-holds-barred interviews and relentless call-outs of the music industry's dark side, Wright dropped another bombshell recently, this time about none other than her arch-enemy, Diddy. During a jaw-dropping interview with Real Life Productions, Jaguar didn't hold back. She outright alleged that Diddy has been living with HIV. Yes, you heard that right. Wright claimed that Diddy has faced the disease head up, refusing to let it slow him down or stop his meteoric rise in the entertainment world. She even asked the eyebrow-raising question, how many dudes are running around undetectable?
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable, G?
Come on.
In the game.
Now, before y'all let that sink in, there's more. Wright didn't stop at the health allegation. She doubled down on her broader narrative of Diddy as a dangerous and devilish figure in the industry, someone who's allegedly been enabled by some of the most powerful names in music. Wright revealed she can identify at least 20 individuals who she believes are no better than Diddy and who allegedly also have HIV. According to her, this issue extended beyond the rabbit hole of Diddy's sins. Jaguar also has something interesting to say about Jay-Z's lawyer's claims that Diddy and Jay-Z were never friends, just business acquaintances. Trust me, you laugh at what she said about it too.
Now guess what? Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
It's a whole virus, G. I don't know Diddy.
What do you think that's about?
I don't even like baby oil. I don't know Diddy.
Jaguar was clearly enjoying that. Why wouldn't she? She's been spot on with most of her predictions about these big guns so far. Do you also believe the ridiculous claims that Diddy and Jay-Z aren't tight? There are tons of videos and pictures that suggest they are, only if they've been scrubbed off the internet. Jaguar's comments have unsurprisingly sparked a firestorm of reactions on social media. Some people see her as a brave whistleblower, pulling back the curtain on the dark underbelly of fame and power. Others, however, are more skeptical, pointing to her history of making controversial, sometimes unverified claims. Well, both sides got a solid point if we're being honest. Still, her allegations add another layer of intrigue to Diddy's already chaotic situation. If nothing else, Jaguar Wright has a way of keeping the internet talking, and this latest claim has only amplified the buzz. So what do you think? Is Jaguar Wright exposing uncomfortable truths about the industry, or are her allegations some kind of vendetta, a personal mission to add fuel to the fire surrounding Diddy? One thing's for sure, this story is far from cooling down. With all the swirling allegations, lawsuits, and now Jaguar Wright's shocking claims, Diddy's once unshakable legacy is looking more fragile by the day. The HIV rumor alone has set off a ripple effect, adding yet another layer to the already massive pile of allegations surrounding him. Let's not sugarcoat it. Diddy's reputation was already hanging by a thread. Some would say it's burnt toast already. Between the lawsuits, the explosive accusations from former associates, and his reported behavior behind bars, his public image has taken hit after hit. But this latest claim, it's the kind of bombshell that doesn't just make headlines. It sticks in people's minds, whether it's proven or not. Think about it. The court of public opinion doesn't wait for the due process. Rumors like these don't just disappear, they linger, they fester, and they shape how people see you, regardless of the truth. And while Diddy's legal team has been busy denying allegations left and right, the sheer volume and intensity of these claims make it hard for even his most loyal supporters to look the other way. But here's a wild theory. Could these rumors and allegations be part of a calculated move to discredit Diddy? Or are they finally peeling back the curtain on a darker side of his past? The timing of everything, the lawsuits, the viral interviews, the jailhouse stories, has raised eyebrows. Is this a smear campaign, or are we witnessing the unraveling of a carefully constructed facade? One thing's certain, these stories aren't just about Diddy's present. They're reshaping his entire legacy. From being one of hip-hop's most iconic moguls to now being a headline for all the wrong reasons, his place in history is being rewritten in real time. So where does Diddy go from here? Honestly, it's looking like a lose-lose situation for the bad boy mogul. His refusal to leave his cell might be buying him some time, but at what cost? Legally, this move is a ticking time bomb. Delaying lawsuits doesn't mean they disappear, it just stacks up the pressure. Attorneys on both sides are scrambling to adjust timelines, but the courts won't wait forever. The longer Diddy stays put, the worse this could get, especially with multiple civil cases piling up alongside his criminal trial. Judges don't take kindly to delays, and his actions could backfire, making things even tougher for his legal team. Then there's the bigger picture, his criminal trial, set for May 2025. If he keeps up this behavior, it could set a dangerous precedent. Prosecutors could argue that his refusal to cooperate shows a lack of accountability or even guilt. And let's not forget, managing both criminal and civil cases simultaneously is no small feat. His legal team is under immense pressure to juggle these battles while trying to salvage what's left of his public image. But here's the twist. This could also be a part of a larger strategy. Is Diddy banking on delays to outlast his accusers and weaken their resolve? Or is this the act of someone who is cornered and running out of options? Either way, it's a risky gamble that could cost him everything. As the legal drama unfolds, all eyes are on Diddy. Will he face the storm head on, or will he keep hiding behind the bars of his cell, hoping the chaos blows over? Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure, the clock is ticking and the stakes have never been higher. He probably needs to be reminded that we are still a few months away from trial, and there's a huge chance he's going to have about a dozen more lawsuits knocking on his door before that trial begins. We've come to the end of today's hot tea on brother love situation, but you should know by now a lot more are still coming. Do you think Diddy's refusal to leave his cell is a bold legal tactic, or a sign of a man crumbling under pressure? And what's your take on Jaguar Wright's shocking claims, truth or pure bias? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and if you don't want to miss out on the next juicy updates, leave us a like and subscribe to our channel.